Yeah.
As simple as that.
Well, I will give you a little one. How about the Lakers?
Yeah.
How about
Okay, how about that, LeBron? We'll talk about that. Here we go.
How
You've been
about
real good this morning.
Yes, how about Cam getting stuffed? We have so much to get to today on Undisputed, but only appropriate that we start with Skip's team and a comeback for the ages yesterday when they found themselves down 20 in the first quarter. The Falcons led by 15 with under 5 minutes left, but then it was all Dallas. A pair of Dak touchdowns through the air and on the ground brought it within 2 points. Then came the onside kick that the Falcons watched dribble 10 yards, and the Cowboys jumped on. Dak connected with CeeDee Lamb on a 30-yard pass to put Dallas deep in Atlanta territory to hit the game-winning field goal as time expired, and we saw a very happy Jerry celebrating as well. Shannon, how lucky were the Cowboys to win this game?
Well, they got very lucky. Skip, to make a long story short, the Falcons gagged. ESPN, and I got to give them credit, Skip, they put a stat. They started keeping turnovers in 1933. And when a team scored 39 points, had 0 turnovers, the teams were 440 and 0.
And 0.
Skip, let that sink in for just a second.
I know that stat. It's a great stat.
440 and 0 since 1933.
Correct.
And remember just what was it, 3 years ago, Skip? The largest deficit overcoming a Super Bowl was 10 points. This same Falcons team allowed a team to overcome a 25-point deficit.
28-3.
Skip, they gagged this one away. The Falcons just kept, and I want to give the Cowboys defense some credit, because if they let one of those, when they held the Falcons to a field goal, if they let one touchdown, Skip, I'm not so sure they overcome that. So give them credit. But still, when you have a 15-point lead with 5 minutes or less to go in the ball game, Skip, you've got to close that deal. And then I'm looking, okay, they onside kick. Since they instituted the new rule now, Skip, you can't get a running head start. You cannot leave until the kicker kicks the football. So now the chances of you getting blown up has greatly diminished because they don't want those types of collisions.
Yep.
Skip, they onside it, and the Falcons are watching the ball. They're like, they let it go 10 yards. There's 2 guys, I think, number 17 and then Hurst, who they traded for from the Ravens.
Hayden Hurst, yep.
All you had to do, it goes 6 yards, 7 yards, just jump on it. They can't touch it before it goes 10 yards, but you can touch it after it goes 1 yard.
You can pick it up and run with it.
Pick it up and run with it. We've actually seen that.
Seen it.
So the Falcons gagged this away. I don't know how Arthur Blank leaves Dan Quinn in his job. There's no way. This is unforgivable. This is atrocious. You cannot lose this game. And by him gagging, Skip, it took Mike McCarthy off the hook for some of the bonehead decisions that he made.
Agreed.
They let him off the hook, Skip. They had him, in the words of the great Denny Green, rest his soul, they had him and they let him off the hook.
They did.
Skip, I've never seen anything like this. And I've been following football. I played the game and I've been covering it. I've never seen an epic collapse like this. Skip, this is worse than the Super Bowl. And how Dan Quinn remains in his job, there's no coming back for this, Skip. They're going to be awful. They gagged this. I want to give the Cowboys, I won't say, Skip, because at the end of the day, a team can gag, but if you don't keep yourself in position, nobody will remember that they gagged it and tried to give it away. But give the Cowboys credit. Dak kept making plays. And when you get a big lead like that, Skip, it's hard. I've always said, I felt it's easier to play from behind than when you get a big lead, because they just don't want to give you anything cheap and deep. They're going to let you nickel down, first down here, first down there, first down. And then Dak got into a rhythm, and the next thing you know, there's nothing they could do to stop him. But the Falcons gagged this one off, and Dan Quinn, Skip, I'd never call for anybody's job, but I don't see how he has a job this morning. He couldn't even got on the plane with me going back to Atlanta. He'd had to find his own way from DFW.
By the way, you still have a home in the ATL.
I actually have a home. I might sell it now. I don't want nobody to know I'm from Atlanta.
I agree with every word you just spoke. And I don't care. I am so happy. My team is 1-1, miraculously 1-1.
Miraculously.
And your team, the Eagles, is a pathetic mess at 0-2.
They're pathetic. They are.
I'm stunned. I would have bet 1,000 cases of Diet Mountain Dew that my team was going to lose that game on that onside kick.
Yes.
I cannot front. I cannot tell a lie. The only thing I liked about yesterday's game was that they somehow won it. I still don't know how they won it, but they did. Every sign points to L, 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 L. Every sign pointed them toward your restaurant at the end of the night where you only serve losers.
I thought they were coming in, Skip. I thought they were coming in.
It took the all-time miraculous blunder by the Falcons for this to happen.
Yes.
As you point out, under the new safety-first rules, you can't even get a head start.
Can't.
It is virtually impossible to recover an onside kick.
Right.
But Greg "the Leg" Zuerlein, our new kicker, and we also have a new special teams coach that you watched grow up in Denver, right?
John Fossil.
John Fossil, Bones Fossil.
Yep.
They tried something I've never seen before. They put the football on its side without a tee.
Right.
They just sat it on the carpet on its side.
Right.
And Atlanta seemed a little caught off guard, so Atlanta called timeout.
Right.
I don't know what they discussed during the timeout, but they certainly didn't discuss, hey, if it doesn't go 10 yards, fall on it.
Right.
Pick it up, run with it.
Right.
It's your ball.
Right.
So what happens? Greg "the Leg" takes one step up to the football, and he barely boots it. He just gives it a little touch boot. And he whirly-birds it sideways, clockwise.
Right.
So it's doing this, right?
Right.
It's whirly-birding toward the Falcons. And what did my...
Your mic failed. Did it fall?
Hold on. Oh, now we got to do this. Okay. Sorry about that. I'll just hold it the rest of
go
it.
ahead.
Okay, I'm too excited. But the ball is whirly-birding, and what is it doing while it's whirly-birding?
It's going
It's actually crawling sideways.
Right.
It's going sideways toward the 10-yard marker.
Right.
And not one or two. I count 5 Falcons.
Yes.
5 Falcons have a shot at falling on the football.
Yes.
5 times? That's impossibly wrong.
Right.
And all 5 look like they're hypnotized. Am I right?
Yes.
It looked like, you're getting sleepy, you're getting sleepy. They're just watching it whirly-bird and whirly-bird and whirly-bird, and it crawls sideways and actually gets to the 10-yard marker. And C.J. Goodwin, who's just a special teams player, who, by the way, was on the Falcon squad when they blew the 28-3 lead in the Super Bowl. So he knows how it feels in reverse.
So he's probably telling guys, they're going to gag this away.
They're going to gag it.